there's so much news that other people who are far more talented than I have already covered. So let's cover it now because you're here.
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, hi everybody. I'm Patrick. This is John. John, do you have anything you want to plug?
You mean local internet celebrity Patrick Sklar?
No, you're John. I'm local internet celebrity Patrick Sklar.
Yes. As seen on the Metropole Grid, but also...
on the Metropole Grid. And Asynchronous C. And Neon Static.
And...
I was on CTV News once.
You're on narrative for NSG.
Oh, I'm on a narrative for Null Signal Games. I'm a narrative designer on Null Signal Games. Hey, Brennan.
Which means that I have to first ask, did you know where Worlds was going to be?
I didn't. They've kept it secluded.
Okay.
Sequestered away. This information was not easy for me to procure. And I'm not the kind of person who respects, secrets. If there's a secret, I instantly want to know it. But the fact that I did not know it is a credit to everyone on that team keeping it from me and my greedy fingers.
Are you excited that Worlds is going to be right in the middle of, I think that's also same thing, it's in the middle of Canadian Thanksgiving.
It's the weekend after Canadian Thanksgiving.
This one is. Yeah. Okay. But it's in Edinburgh.
It's in Edinburgh. The Canada of the Europe.
The Canada of Europe?
I said the Europe, and can't really forget that, yeah.
Anyway, look at, if that's the venue that we're playing in, that's...
I know, it's gorgeous. I've been looking at pictures of it. It's a pretty cool venue. I think they can take out the looms and stuff when they are hosting something big in there, but you still have the catwalk, the walkway around. It's pretty fun to look down on people.
Yeah.
I look down on people naturally, so it's good to have a place where I can do that physically.
As a venue, it's gorgeous. Mm-hmm. I have Scottish ancestry, and I've always wanted to go. I've never been to Europe, which is a regret of mine. So I'm looking forward to going. But I am really impressed just by the way that thing looks. Oh, so nice. It's
gonna be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it.
It's gonna be cool.
I've never been to Edinburgh, to Scotland at all, really. I'm looking forward to it. I've been to the UK years and years ago, and I've been to, Berlin and Barcelona more recently. But I'm looking forward to that especially.
I'm looking forward to Scoop season, which has not started yet, or has it?
It technically hasn't started yet.
Okay. But we have 4 scoops.
We do.
Now, question 1.
Oh, okay.
Are you responsible for any of the flavor text or titles on these scoops?
Sure. I'm responsible for Kessleroid, the flavor text on that. Unfortunately, that was pared down. You can imagine that I want to be quite verbose with that kind of flavor text. I'm like, all right, kind of trimming my darlings as I chop that one down a little bit. But I'm still quite happy that we got something that sounds like technical gobbledygook and really wordy, pretentious university professor in there.
There's a challenge when it comes to these sorts of cards that you have to be able to inject so much flavor into them, and you have 7 words you're allowed to put on the card.
Yeah, it's very difficult, and we don't want to overdo it for a learner's set, but everyone on the narrative team is someone who wants to write 100 words on every single card, and we can't, and there have already been some heartbreaks as we were getting into the templating for these cards.
Let's take a look at the cards quick.
Yeah.
So that we can see what we're dealing with here. There are 4 cards that are spoiled in this article.
There are.
And if we go to the first one,
this
Anthill Excavation Contract.
Yeah.
Okay. This is Waylon's answer to...
the question known as Rashida Jahim.
Yeah. Cost 3 to res. 8 credits loaded onto it, and 2 cards net if you manage to keep it alive for 2 turns.
Yeah,
or 1 card net, I guess, because you have to install a card.
It's the payout that you get, which is 5 cards and 2 cards, is pretty comparable to Rashida, but this pays out over 2 turns, and it doesn't cost 0 to rest. So it's certainly a downgrade. If Rashida was still around and you had to choose between this and Rashida,
I choose Rashida.
Always choose Rashida
every time.
But this one is very fun. It has a lot of it has counterplay built in because it has to be up for 2 turns to get max value, and the runner can't let it stay up for 2 turns.
No,
that's too much value, but it's also so trashable. One trash cost is, I think, perfect for this.
2 influence, though.
Yeah.
So this means...
I don't know what you're bringing. I don't know where this is going.
So if this is Wayland's answer to Rashida, Rashida is rotating out. This is a staple card. One of those cards that is a 3 of in almost every deck.
Okay.
But this is not splashable. I would argue that I don't think many other corporations are going to take a look at Anthill and think, I want that. I think this is a worthy use of 2, 4, or 6 influence. So either that means that we've got other things in store for other corps, or they won't need it.
Now, I figured that we were going to have this kind of conversation, which is why I've severanced myself. The Patrick who is aware of what cards exist in Elevation is dead. Functionally dead right now, but will be resurrected to leave this room. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that that's possible. But I also think that NBN basically gets free influence forever because Spin Doctor exists. And maybe it's okay if NBN doesn't get one, but the other corps do. I also feel like Jinteki has...
Charlotte.
It's not an Elevation, but Charlotte is very similar to Rashida, but in a very Jinteki kind of way. I don't know. I don't think Jinteki's really missing it. Maybe in this environment it is, but like in this environment, I think it's okay to like be splashing 6 credits for pretty good influence and tempo.
You mean splash 6 influence for credits and tempo?
That's probably what I meant to say.
Yes.
The severance procedure has affected my Brokaw's area.
If you lived here,
are difficult.
If you lived here, you'd be at work by now.
Yeah. So to explain that, the Anthill is the nickname for the like warrens and tunnels underneath Kota Kalimantan. We don't explore that very much in Elevation, but it is like an idea we came up with that we all kind of love. So on this card, we just see someone expanding this tunnel network, and this tunnel network is also a place where people have like set up lives because they need somewhere to live, and Kota Kalimantan's mostly just building upwards, and you can't afford the places at the top. So Wayland is recruiting from within, and this is one of Shoeflower's flavor texts that I liked a lot. It reminds me of those
Shoeflower.
Like billboards you'd see for new suburban housing developments. If you lived here, you'd be home by now.
Yeah.
But now we go in a different direction here.
There are times where I certainly wish that I could just wake up and be at work. I don't always get to work from home.
That's such a sad wish.
I know.
Monkey's paw curl.
It's commutes. Commutes are awful. Anyway, let's move on. So next up,
Kessleroid,
which is what you brought up before. So this is a weird Lotus Field. I mean, it's not Lotus Field because it's not about its strength. It's just it can't be trashed. But it's got 2 on the run subroutines. Still vulnerable to Boomerang.
Yep. Still vulnerable to Boomerang.
Crew don't fuck with it.
No, and it's a pretty cheap ice for one. Like it's not the kind of ice that Crew would necessarily mess with.
Right.
But just the fact that it's there, like, kind of prevents like the occasional edge case where like trashing a barrier is the thing you need to do. Dang it! But this one you can't. Like I think it's the kind of like text that's worth maybe like a quarter of a credit on the cost.
Right.
And I think that kind of makes it good. Makes it just good enough.
Game of Droids. I hope Wayland doesn't delve too greedily or too deep. I
late.
desperately hope they do. Yeah, that would be so baller.
I'm sure they already have, and they will continue to do so.
A Balrog of Morgoth. Oh, fuck!
And Kessleroid comes from Kessler syndrome.
Yeah.
The like increasing shell of trash we have orbiting our own planet that makes space launches and satellite launches increasingly difficult to do. And if you break something in orbit, it just becomes 2 things in orbit and doesn't actually take care of the problem. So,
I saw Gravity.
Yeah, we all saw Gravity.
Noted scientific bastion Gravity.
Yeah.
But I still really like that film.
I know. I like the film. I don't know why we're like bashing on Gravity.
Yeah, I know. It's because Neil deGrasse Tyson would.
Perfectly fine film. Neil deGrasse Tyson doesn't bash it, but
yeah. He feels like that guy needs a hug.
Nobody asked Neil.
But it's gear check ice for 2, which is not bad.
No.
The fact that it can't be destroyed does make a difference, and potentially we'll see more ice destruction in Elevation.
Yeah.
But
there's very little NSG ice this cheap. Like we do have Tithe, but we're losing ice wall. So now, like, increasing the minimum at which you can res ice, I think makes a better counterplay from the runner. Like,
and Tithe isn't even a hard stop. Right?
No, the Tithe is just a tiny little Tithe. It doesn't actually stop you. Saying, if you want a card to stop you, it starts at 2 credits, I guess. I haven't gone through the list of all the ice that's available right now, but yeah, Kesselroy, Tattoo Bola, Ablative Barrier.
Very cool card. I like it.
Yeah.
So
and 1 influence, by the way. So that
one
very
influence is
splashable.
very splashable.
And I think a lot of people might actually splash it just because it is like the closest closest thing we have to vanilla, and that's just good enough.
Oh, vanilla.
Shailendra.
I'm glad that you're here for the pronunciation.
You're welcome.
Too.
Yeah.
So Shailendra, a code gate in Wayland. Wayland tends to have code gates that are a little more.
They're weird.
A little weird.
They haven't always had the best code gates, but like there was a point in the game, I think, with like the Flashpoint cycle where suddenly Wayland had
Hordem.
usable code gates. Whereas
Hordem's
up until
decent.
Hordem is decent, Mausolus is decent, but like it took a while for Wayland to have a code gate slot.
Yeah, for anything. But this is a code gate that you can advance, but instead of it gaining strength, it only
Gains
cares if
ability.
it's got 3. And if it has 3, then that's an advancement counter somewhere.
Yeah. And the reason I'm here today and not on Metropole Grid, apart from the fact that Metropole Grid doesn't stream on Wednesdays, is that I'm a sicko for advanceable ice. I love advanceable ice. Put 3 counters on this thing. When I see you can advance this ice, I get excited. I don't get mad or sad.
Treeline is one of my favorite cards from RWR.
Treeline's great. I love Treeline.
Yeah.
I love the Constellation Ice. Bring those back, me.
I just want the Cassia.
Okay, well, I was talking about... You're pivoting. Let's focus. Focus on Shailendra. No. That's not even a... Okay.
So being able to also cause the runner to lose 2 and a net damage. The thing is, this thing costs 4, but it's 5 strength. So this is an ice that I think you're going to see a lot of people just absolutely bulldoze through.
Honestly, it's kind of just like a bigger Tithe.
Yeah.
In that way. Like, it's a bit of a credit swing. It's 1 net damage. And it just does 1 extra thing that could be valuable, but sometimes it isn't.
If we get a new Trick of Light game of choice, does that mean that we can have Harmony Medtech back?
Monkey's Paw uncurling, Monkey's Paw refusing to curl. We do have Harmony Medtech. It's called Isuak, and it's doing medium well recently.
Look, Isuak is actually pretty cool. I like Isuak quite a bit. And shout-outs.
Shout-outs?
Who designed Isuak?
I don't know.
NSG.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Sorry, like I didn't realize we were shouting out NSG for every single NSG card.
This is another classic Scott Omega art as also.
It's gorgeous. Also, the theme and the name came from the Indonesian players. Oh. We went there and asked, like, hey, we have a wonder ice. What is a wonder like thing in your country or in your area? And they said, like, Borobudur is a very architecturally interesting, like, ancient Buddhist temple, or at least like 1,000 years old, maybe older.
Okay.
And so we just took that and we handed it to Scott, and Scott gave us this, and we like it a lot.
That's great.
Yep.
And now we got Rising Tide. So Rising Tide being the replacement for Corroder, I think.
Yeah, kind of.
At this point. Except it only costs 1. It has a base strength of 1. But it benefits for having copies of itself in the heap, or other fractors even.
I think that's very cool. I think it's a very Anarch thing to do, to want to trash your extra copies of a card for a benefit. Like, imagine playing the price, and you trash 2 of these, and you trash, like, all 3, install 1 of them, now you're, like, instant speed, 3 cost, barrier breaker, that has a better cost to raise than Cleaver.
Same influence as Corroder, too. It only costs the 1, and which means that for gear check ice, this thing clearly wins. Can it displace Cleaver?
No, it certainly can't.
It's trying,
but it's there. It's going to be in elevation alongside Cleaver, and I guess, like, people can choose which one to play. And of course, in some situations, it is better than Cleaver. It's cheaper, and if you can get the other 2 copies trashed, it's better. So, like, I think people can make the case for it being better than Cleaver in some situations. Maybe in a mulch deck where you're just churning through your deck, you get this to better than Cleaver numbers pretty soon.
You do. You do. That some of that's going to depend. Man, if we had Max, this thing would be tight.
Also, you know what? In the core set environment, like Gateway plus Elevation, against something like Pharos, I'd much rather have this than the Cleaver. Cleaver needs like leech support, but this just needs 3 copies, and then you're golden.
Are you golden?
Well, no one wants to deal with it.
Then it's strength 3.
No one, yeah, but it only takes you 7, but you only cost you 10 to break through Pharos.
Laura, I'm so with you on this.
Yeah, actually, that
would be such a great play to have Cleaver in play and then just drop the tide and the Cleaver just slides off. Just perfect.
Like people are talking about in a Shaper deck, you put 3 propellers and 1 rising tide. And like you just trash the propellers eventually because they run out, and then you have 1 rising tide that's now 4 strength.
That's not bad.
Brennan does want to talk about how cool the art is for all these. I'm not going to specify what Brennan's role is at NSG, but I think we can all guess. Hey, Mr. Sock Monkey. Yeah, exactly. Just play in Shaper, sell them to Aesops.
Catch in.
Cash in. Shout out, of course, to NSG.
Yeah, shout out to NSG.
That's another NSG card.
Just play in Shaper and sell the extra copies to Aesop. Yeah, you absolutely could. Like, except Aesop's going away. That's going to hurt.
I need to leave.
Yeah, we got to pour one out for a real one here.
No, we can't pour one out. I poured one out last week when I was here for the stream, ruined the producer's setup with my Pepsi, and then we still screened for 3 hours and it wasn't going anywhere. I can't do that again. Sorry for showing me without my glasses, everyone. This is how I look, and I'm sorry.
Aesop's has been with us since Core.
I know.
The OG.
Hey, I know.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
I can see that. And you're not going to be okay. Aesop's isn't in Elevation either. I just want to like...
Thanks for reassuring me that like I'm just going to get ripped apart. I'm looking forward to seeing Elevation's way of balancing out Shaper versus the others. I am a Shaper player, even though I think I've yet to play a significant amount of Shaper on this channel.
Well, I think you've played some.
I played 1. I played 1 Ari.
The fact that you've had like 4 streams and you don't consider once to be a significant amount of Shaper when it's like a statistically likely number.
Today's the 5th, and I'm not playing Shaper.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. My mistake.
But I am looking forward to seeing what they can do. I have suspicions about what's coming up on a ban list, and I think Turbine is definitely getting looked at, especially with the potential for Elevation coming out and what's in there. So we'll see. But I do hope my greens get something out of it. Last time you were here, you asked the producer for something and we could not provide it for you. You did not win enough games.
That's right.
Do you know what you're playing for today?
With today's quantum computer technology, we can simulate a universe that so flawlessly simulates our own universe, even up to the second that we are simulating that universe further down.
Yes.
That it may as well be the same universe, including copies of us who are intelligent and going through exactly the same motions we are. Inside that briefcase is one of these universes, and if I were to open it, I would instantly destroy the universe within it.
So you're saying I shouldn't open this right now?
I'm saying that if I win, I open it.
I like the fact that
and nothing wrong will happen.
So far, the things that you have requested the producer for are valuable things that you simply want to remove from the world.
Yeah. Is that... Am I not getting the gist?
Let's see if you get your wish.
What does that mean? I'm running?
That means you have to flip the coin. Okay.
Here we go, folks.
Hello, Supernaut.
All right. Runner, I'm corping. Corp, I'm running. Sorry. Okay, runner, I'm running. I'm corping. Hello, Supernaut. It's me, Mr. The Grid.
Throw Zaya out there.
Oh, are these both foiled?
They are.
I just realized that.
Yeah.
I'm playing with your decks. Thank you very much for lending me them. So I didn't bring mine today.
Anytime. I like how you are Mr. Grid. Yeah,
Well,
Game of Droids. Did you get married to Andre? Did I miss something? Like, should we be Perhaps I should be gifting you this,
Okay, first of all,
this micro-universe.
In Quebec, it's very rare for people to change names as they get married, to be clear. But, of course, if Andre and I were to have children, our last name would be Metropole-Grid.
Mr. Grid. Mr. Grid's my father's name.
Please. Mr. Grid lives in Florida.
Does your father live in Florida?
No. What a silly thing to ask. Where did that come from?
You.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
No, my father lives in Montreal. Well, I guess he lives in the Laurentians.
Playing Sports Metal, we are, of course, Team Go Home.
Team Go Home. Because I love Sports Metal, and Sports Metal says go big or go home. Marriage scoops.
Hashtag Team Go Home.
Yeah, so again, these are the chips you made for Worlds 22, held in Toronto, when you, myself, and Scott, aka Biff, all took a train down.
Marriage scoops. Here.
Let's do this.
All right.
All right.
Mr. Patrick Sklar. I love that too much. Ooh.
I'm not sure about mine. I'm not sure. You know what?
What?
I'm going to keep. And this might be a bad move, but I'm going to keep. Hey, Sea Beast.
I will keep too. Why not?
Good luck, have fun.
GLHF.
Android draw.
A twinning mat? Oh, yeah. That was Worlds 2022.
Put this here. Gonna install and res a Spin Doctor, draw 2.
Oh, okay.
Gonna install something there. And I'm gonna hedge for 4.
You're off your edge of your...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Off your mat here.
All
Right. So you honk for 4.
I've honked.
Very well. I am going to... I'm going to have to in some ways, I think you'll be pleased with me.
I don't think I will, but go ahead.
All right. Well, click 1. I'll gamble.
Okay. Interesting choice. It's not what I would have done in your situation.
You can do whatever you like. Click 2. Let's install my good friend Paladin Poemu.
Okay. Your close companion.
Bosom buddy of mine. Click 3. We're going to take a look at the top of R&D. It's yours, but Zaya will gain 1.
Can't just say this. Taking me back. You need a 1,000-yard stare.
And click 4. Let's... One last click. I'll Bravado HQ.
Bravado HQ on last click.
Yep.
Come on in.
No res?
No res.
Hey, that's kind of not what I wanted.
I'm going to draw 2 cards.
Yep.
Thank you very much for coming to
I will
my...
steal a Mega Pre-Qualifier
Mm-hmm.
for 1 point.
I love it.
Now they're worth 2 to you.
All right. Back to me.
That is my turn.
Mandatory draw.
1 step closer to winning.
Install over R&D.
You'll just do it yourself and hold your breath. Brendan, I actually have access to a laser cutter, and I would not do that. Because it's not just going to melt your breath, it'll melt the tubing that you need for your laser cutter. Not a good plan.
Install.
Sure.
Install. Back to you.
Great.
I thought so.
Technically, I should have
That's true.
2 on here because I did steal 1 and 1 for the start of this.
Wait, but...
Because it... Oh, no, it doesn't install with 1 on it. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
The companions are not busted.
They're not super busted.
Wink.
They're kind of busted.
Jello shots.
All right. So we're going to go click. So you have 9 credits, eh?
By the way, to anyone in the chat, if you're not familiar with Netrunner, let us know. We will not explain anything. We won't answer any questions. We'll be super rude.
That's generally what we'll do. Click 1, I'm going to draw.
We love talking.
Click 2, I'm going to drop a Docklands Pass.
Okay.
Which I'll pay for with my Paladin appointment.
Honestly, an interesting choice. Like, I would not have done that in your situation.
Fantastic. I'm so glad. Click 3, let's take a look at HQ.
Click 3, you're running HQ.
Yep.
I'm going to res Gatekeeper.
Gatekeeper. Okay, well, I'm going to let that fire.
Okay, I draw 3 cards. And do I reveal the cards I send back? Of course I do. Let's see. I'm going to show you an Ikawa and a Hyperloop.
Sure.
And I'll shuffle those back in.
Those would have been fun to get with my Docklands Pass, but
It would have been great.
Because that's not happening. All right, well, that ends the run.
It does.
Last click.
Would you like to cut?
No, thank you.
Damn.
Last
like to
click.
laser cut?
Let's go and take a look at the remote.
Last click, we're checking the remote. That's honestly such an interesting idea. It's not something that I would have expected from you.
I'm an interesting boy.
I'm going to res one of those.
Unablative?
Unablative, it does not have its threat text active. But I think it'll end the run.
Bounce off. And I'll pass the turn to you.
Mandatory draw. I'm going to go advance this card.
Sure.
Score Hyperloop.
Hyperloop extension.
Which pays me 3.
Yep.
And then pays me 2 more. So I'm back at 6 credits.
Suck.
Look at all those credits.
Hey, Lucille.
I think I do owe you a card. And that card will be this card.
Brennan, I'm currently trying to I'm designing
Hey, Lucille.
I'm designing a second version of these chips. Now with a lot more insight on what people need from chips that are going to be ceramic. Just because I'm extras.
You can use them as toilet seats.
Could.
John, before we go, have you played 1000 Times Resist?
Not yet.
Not yet?
I really should.
All right, producer? Producer's nodding no. All right.
That would be a shake of the head, not a nod. Click 1, I'm going to draw.
Okay.
Click 2,
no,
I'm going to
we
draw.
need to talk about this.
Click 3, let's take a look at R&D.
Click 3, R&D. I mean, I love how you're just going for it. That's a drafter. One of those cards I love to fire.
Sure, let it fire.
Yeah, I may add 1 card from Archives to HQ. Gosh. Let's add... I don't know. Got good choices. I'm going to add the Hedge Fund to HQ.
Sure.
And then I may install 1 card. And what card will that be? I think that card will be this card.
Sure.
And then you may access the top card of R&D, of course, unless you want to jack out.
No, I will not jack out. I will access the top. I will say, okay, that's great. It's yours. I will gain 1 from Zaya. Zaya. And last click, I will install an Earthrise Hotel for 4.
Okay. Yeah, my turn. Mandatory draw. I'm going to go advance. Score 1 of those. First of all, I'll take 2 credits back.
And I think that Gatekeeper is going to...
Or
is it the barrier?
It might be the ablative, because that's going to be very powerful later on. It's going to be I'm going to de-res de-res the Spin Doctor is also a possibility.
It's true.
And lastly, I'm just going to put something on HQ.
Okay.
And back to you.
Could that be a Crisium grid?
I don't know the meaning of the word. Producer, can we look up Crisium? What is it? What's the meaning of the word?
Earthrise Hotel will draw me 2 cards.
Seems to be some sort of upgrade.
All right. Click 1.
I don't care.
I'm going to buy a Bands.
Okay.
Running Archives.
Gonna buy your way into... I'm gonna use Spin Doctor, actually.
Sure.
To shuffle up to 2 cards back into R&D.
I mean, my run is still going to be successful.
See if I can.
I am going to draw 2 cards.
By the way, don't you want to put a credit on your best friend?
I should put a credit on my best friend.
You might have missed it earlier, but I'm not going to let you take that back.
It's fine. I understand. And I will install a Carmen.
Cool. By the way, I'm just sliding the ablative over.
That's going to cost me 1 less, and since I made a successful run this turn, it's going to cost me, in fact, a total of 3 less, so it'll only cost me 2.
Okay. And what else so you drew with your Baya and then you installed?
Yes.
Cool.
So that was my first click.
Sounds fine.
Second click. We're going to gamble.
Yeah, I thought you might. Thank you, Shell Shots. Paladin.
Third click. Chesway.
Well, Chesway will come in handy.
And last click. Let's
run through Drafter.
Yeah, let's run through Drafter.
Access 1 card.
I will steal a Project Vitruvius for 2 points.
Gross.
Getting the 1 and the 1 on the Paladin.
I will take 2 credits as I go big.
As opposed to going home.
As opposed to going home. I will be going home, though, eventually. There are many projects.
There are many projects. Vitruvius is...
and half of them are being rotated.
Right? Thank you.
There we go. My turn?
Yep.
Mandatory draw.
Paladin.
Oh, you did Paladin.
Yep. Paladin.
Well, I got to do it to him.
Go for it.
Gonna play Hedge Fund.
Yeah, honk away.
Gonna play Hedge Fund.
Honk away.
And I'm gonna install a card here.
Right. And we know that that's an ablative. Me?
Yep.
All right. Let's refresh my Chesway. Get some coffee in me. They'll drop the Earthrise down 1, draw 2 for that. Not sorry.
Atlas, Vit,
Click
Neil,
1.
I think.
I enjoy drinking energy drinks.
Oh.
Let's draw 3 cards.
I think that's good for your health.
Yeah, probably.
It's the only cardio I get these days.
Can't sell diesel with that die.
That's true.
That's fair.
And sell because, of course, it's filled with salt. All the sodium your body craves.
Let's install Shibboleth. Let's...
Go on, steal an agenda.
I want to. Click 3. Let's go and run HQ. It's just going to cost me my 2 credits on Chesway. I'll let you decide what you want to do here.
I'm not going to res this.
Okay.
I'll just let you access. What do you want access
2
first?
cards from HQ, please.
We're also going to show off a thing that people often
1.
forget about playing
brand.
Zaya.
What's that?
I'll show you in a second.
2. I've seen both these cards, Bran and Biotic Labor.
And you want to access this card as well?
I will access that card.
It's a Chrysium Grid.
Okay, I'll leave it.
Zaya.
Zaya. I will
Take 3 credits.
3 credits.
I think that's something that people don't often realize, that when you breach HQ, you count this card over here, the upgrade as well.
Yep. My last click, unfortunately, I can't get in there, and I know that I can't, but I can career fare out a daily casts.
Lovely. Well, all the money in the world won't stop you from. It won't stop me. It won't stop me. Anyway, I've drawn a card. And I will do some stuff.
Yep. Oh, that might be a Hollow Man.
Then click what I'm going to draw.
Yeah.
2, I'm going to install something here, paying 1.
Sure.
And 3, I'm going to install something here, paying 1.
Oh, things get expensive.
Things are getting expensive.
To me?
To you!
Alright, well. Paladin's gonna get a credit. I will pull 2 off my daily casts. My Earthrise Hotel has had its last hurrah. Draw 2 from that. Okay. Interesting.
I'll break this up for some ones.
Lots of ice on the table.
All of it eminently resible.
You are correct. A lot of it is eminently resible. My first click, I will buy a bands into R&D.
Okay. You know what to do.
It's going to cost me 1, 2, and then another 2 to get in. I'm successful. So first, I'll draw 2 cards. Yeah. Calm down. And I will install a Hermes, paying 1. And then I'll see that. Okay, it's yours. I will gain a credit from that ability.
Oh my goodness.
On the floor.
This is a professional setup. We can't allow this.
Yeah, it's too bad. Normally I'd have a lot more ones, so they'd be counterbalanced here. Except somebody forgot their tokens, and so I have to share.
I can't believe the producer forgot their tokens. It's so rude of the producer to have done this. Don't know what the producer's doing right now, and that scares me. Oh, I see. Okay. The producer's power is being wielded. That was a warning shot across the bow.
All right. Okay, so good that I saw that. That's fine. Click 2. What's pinhole thread? Let's see that. I'm going to run through archives.
By the way, did you Zayaf there?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I gained 1.
Pinhole threading. What am I going to do with this? I'm going to let you see it.
Yep. Okay, it's a mega pre-qualifier.
It's an agenda.
So I can't do anything about that with the pinhole, but at least I know what it is.
I'm glad I got a pinhole out of the way.
This is going to be an interesting situation here. I'm just going
see
to
how.
drop a daily casts,
Okay.
which put some credits on there, and I'm going to install. Actually, I'll do that because then I'm going to install the class act. And I can't use Paladin to install Andromeda.
Precisely. Because she is a connection. And I don't think Paladin Plainmo wants you making any human friends.
No, I don't think they do. I will draw 4 cards, but I don't get to use the class act as I've already drawn this turn.
All right. My turn.
Yes.
Mandatory draw. Well, I guess I will advance now that the cat's out of the bag.
And now we're at turn 4.
So this is a 2-pointer because another one of those is already on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's my whole ding-dang turn.
yeah,
I'll pass it right
you're
back.
sitting on 4 points now. I'm not pleased.
Goodbye, Shibboleth's efficiency. Except
And
that the
hello, Ablative Barrier's ability to make my life a living hell.
that was on at 3, unfortunately. Netrunner while grilling brats. Oh. All right. That's fun too, I guess. I thought we were doing trivia with really annoying toddlers.
I mean, look, brats are a good thing to grill. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting used to this. So here, I'm gonna also admit something. It's been a very long time since I've used dice. I am, however, trying to learn. So I've got
each have
the
our set
spin down
spin
counters that our friends at Neon Static recommended from Burger Tokens. So I am learning how to do this because I'm trying to use only 1s and 5s now for my credits.
So do those represent uses, not total credits? You have 2 more uses of one of those daily casts,
That's
2 more
right.
uses of the next. Okay.
Yeah. And these will come back. You have Hermes, by the way.
Oh my goodness, I need to Hermes.
I get to choose, not you.
All right, well, in that case, first of all, I'm going to take 2 credits for scoring an agenda before I forget that. Now, you may Hermes something.
You didn't just take the 3 and then just...
No, I wasn't smart.
I
was holding the 2 in my hand and then put them back there.
I will bounce that. Whatever it may be. Okay, so here we are.
Here we is.
Oh, my friend, we'll come over here. First, we're going to install the twinning. We're not going to spend the Paladin credits for that. Very specifically.
I see. In this case, I don't think it matters. because you'll be able to spend power counters something. Spend reusable count.
It's the first
What am I
time
saying?
each turn you spend credits from an install.
Oh, I see. That's right. This is the Educate Patrick About Netrunner hour. Thank you all for coming. I also don't know how long an hour is, so you've got me for a while.
Enjoy that. We're going to run on HQ.
Okay.
Chesve will put a power counter on the twinning because I will spend the 1, 2 to get in.
Okay, well,
Shibboleth still gets me in there.
indeed. And nothing on the table right now triggers off successful runs, so I feel like I'm not going to res that other card.
Okay. First, I'll access what is a Chrysium Grid. Yep. I'll access 2 cards here. And then I'm going to gain 3 credits at the end of this, which is not a bad turn. 1. It's the Biotic Labor that I knew was already in there. These are the 2 cards I've seen.
Yes. Isn't that delightful?
I'm not spending a twinning counter here.
Okay.
I will gain 3 for that. All right. So that was click 2. Click 3, I'm going to mutual favor.
Damn. If I'd resed Chrysium, I could have prevented you from gaining a free click here. Ah, Kurapara.
Now, it was the second down, but and I don't have much of a deck left, but you know,
In the words of John McClane, welcome to the party, pal.
that's right. Great movie.
I agree.
A great movie that is.
It is a great movie. Like the guy in the plane tells him to take his shoes off, and then he doesn't have his shoes on. It's just well constructed.
And then it works. So that was 1, 2, 3. We have 1 click left. Well, we're definitely done doing that. I think we just pull an Andre.
Once again, Andre catching strays, and I will not defend him. I'm just pointing out that this work we're gonna do.
I will try using Diesel.
Okay.
So I'll draw 4 cards and choose 1 to go to the bottom. I owe you some cards.
I'm glad.
I will get rid of a Docklands Pass and a Twinning.
Hecky Almo, Lucille.
Yeah, we always stand a 2 times speed icon. Always. It is your turn.
Okay. Mandatory draw.
Yep.
Oh, it's one of those.
Sitting on 5 credits, I think, at the end of that. Yeah.
Okay, so if I do...
I've got a board
That.
state, yo.
It's all paying 1.
Sure.
It's all over there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to think for a second.
That is your right.
It's my pirogue. It is my pierogi.
I could go for a pierogi.
I could kill for a pierogi right now.
So good. I could go for a pierogi from La Vieille Europe at Alexis Neon, which no longer exists.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to do this. Pay
Oh.
2 for that. 2 for the privilege.
Making me go spicy on this. All right.
And my turn, I've got 3 cards in hand.
I'll gain 4.
Uzio, you can't take in Patrick words at 3x speed. It just hurts you.
All right. He's got a few things here, folks. Well, that would actually not be so bad. I'm gonna pinhole thread
I
to
thought you might.
start. Add archives. Yep.
Access.
Yes, please.
It's
Okay.
a 2-point agenda known as Project Vitruvius.
Yeah. Oh, that's expensive. I am nervous, to be very honest with you. I will next up These are like that. I'm going to Bravado HQ.
It's pretty dang good.
It's not bad.
So here's what I'm going to do.
You're going to spend your hard-earned credits?
I'm not going to res this.
Okay.
Then you've got Gatekeeper.
That's going to put another... How many cards do you have in hand?
3.
Well, that's a kick in the teeth for you, isn't it?
I think it'll be a kick in the teeth both ways.
It's 3 snares. That would be amazing.
Wouldn't it be, though?
I'd be so down. I will spend one of these so that I will see all 3 of those cards.
Let's do them one at a time.
Yep. Also, Zaya. First, Crisium. Okay. 1. It's biotic. 2. That's corporate hospitality, which I will trash. And then it's going to be that biotic labor that we already know is... Or, sorry, it's going to be the brand? No, it's a Hyperloop extension, which I will steal.
And I'm just going to...
That's going to be a lot of money.
Draw 2 cards. Yeah, I gained 3 right away.
Yep.
Actually, no, I think you get to Hermes first.
Yes. Well, because I actually get to choose. I will pull...
This unknown card.
It's an ablative barrier.
This unknown card.
But I did pull that last, which is kind of what I wanted. And now you can
I'll
gain
gain
your 3
from you stealing a Hyperloop, and now I get to choose if I want to draw 2 cards or gain 2 more credits. I think we're going to draw 2 cards.
I'm going to gain my Bravado, but I'm also
This goes back to...
going to gain 4 because of Zaya. Zaya. Okay. Now, my third click. You have 10 credits there.
The Gentleman's 10.
Gentleman's 10. I'm on 4 points. I can go up to 6 if I steal that thing. I sure would like to.
A lot of people would like a lot of things.
I will gamble.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, wait. This is my third click, right? Yes.
Sure.
First click, I pinhole threaded. Second click, Bravado. Third click, sure gamble.
Mm-hmm.
Jet.
Oh, Paladin. Yep. Put out.
Mm-hmm.
I have to trash an installed card if I don't do anything with them. Ugh. Oh, wow. Yeah, that sucks. That would honestly be really too bad. I don't know if I care. I will run here last click. I will... make it an inside job.
Whoa! Skip.
Yep.
Skip.
Yep. Steal.
Steal.
Steal Project Vitruvius.
Brings you to 6 points.
6 credits. Or 6 points.
You can earn me something.
I will Hermes... that.
Zip.
Now, my Paladin appointment
I'll take 2 credits, by the way.
Yeah. So, with 4, is it worth it for me?
Of course it is.
I don't really have much else to install.
Oh, I
To
see.
be honest. I don't have my deck list in front of me, but...
It must be worth keeping.
Because I can just kill one of my daily casts.
Yeah. Probably
is-
kill the one with 2 uses on it.
Which is 2 yeah, that's totally what I'm going to do.
Trying to offer some friendly advice.
I mean, your friendly advice is appreciated, and
forget it.
I thank you for it. Cool. What would you do, chat? I'm 4 credits on this paladin. It'll have 5 credits next turn.
It's so
I
funny.
don't know if I need the money though. I think I am saying goodbye to the paladin. It's too bad. All right, it's all you.
Okay. Where was I? Mandatory draw?
Trash my Carmen, because, why not?
No.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
I don't know, but I just want her to know wherever she is. We love you. Please come back.
Paladin credits are worth more because they charge 20. With my Chesve, I don't really care.
Where in the world is Rockapella? When we need you more than ever, come back to us, Rockapella. And still paying 1.
Yep.
And still paying 2.
Yep.
I know I'm going deep.
It's going ham, folks.
Install.
Okay.
That's my whole turn. I don't know why I was acting like it wasn't.
I'll gain 4 from my little friends. My smoking podcast. Charge those back up. All right. Click 1. I'm going to draw. Class act will trigger here. That down there. Click 2.
Lucille, I'm probably gonna be guesting on podcasts at some point in my life. And I'm gonna be like, Roman Mars, why do you talk so slowly? This isn't the Roman Mars I'm used to.
Click 2. I'm going to run R&D.
That sounds like a you thing to do.
It is. I am going to do this. Hold on. I will see 3 cards.
Whoa. It's gotta be the game.
Well, maybe. We'll see. I must reveal that. It's Mavericks. I will trash it.
Unknown Purge.
Well,
Next card.
yep. It says,
Last card.
and that's the game.
No.
I will steal in any bigger bifurcation.
No.
And that's 7.
Good game.
Good game. What's that?
This is just a Spin Doctor. But I was going to slow roll a Nikawa install advance and then biotic it out later.
I never ended up being able to install my wake implant. There was never a good time for it.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, I didn't need it. I drew into that Earthrise. These ice, would they have been able to keep me out?
I mean, you have your full rig. They would have taxed you out, which is what I was hoping to do.
Yes.
Like I had, it was like the ablative, which of course would have loved to have just triggered that at all. That would have been fun. There was a gatekeeper and there was a drafter.
Right.
So like, you know, the gatekeeper and the ablative not taxing after a while, but the drafter would be annoying.
Be nasty.
I did install a brand over HQ. That would have been annoying eventually, even though you were gaining a whole bunch of credits off HQ. Zaya.
Zaya. I mean, I do love me a Zaya.
I like Zaya too.
You're one of the people I know who plays Zaya the most.
It's true. Yeah, Zaya's kind of just a comfort deck. Like, just easy to put good stuff in a Zaya deck and then go have fun.
Left over in my deck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess there wasn't a lot to install. I mean, installing the boomerangs consistently is pretty fun with Paladin.
Yeah, I just don't know if I would have consistently been able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can always just career fare in other daily casts. But yeah, I mean, I had more than I would have expected. These probably weren't as useful. The Hermes definitely wasn't. But I was a little worried that I'd run out of credits, to be very honest, that I'd just run out of steam. But I think this deck tries to win faster than that. So,
yeah.
All right.
And let's see what I'm playing next. It looks like I'm playing Oshiko.
As Murray EdTech, I shape the future.
Just getting familiar.
Now these sleeves that I have here, these are anti-glare sleeves, which may or may not make any difference at all. So it was a decent showing for. Do you think you just ran out of steam, or like because you weren't? Was it the Hermes that did you in?
The Hermes definitely was slowing me down. I feel like I could have taxed you out if I'd been able to keep that ice in place. Once you're regaining so many credits off of an HQ run, it felt pretty bad, and I couldn't just res the Brawn at any point. So
why did you install the Cruzium? Were you worried about Doof?
Doof is one thing I was worried about. Yeah,
okay. Because at the end, it was
Boomerang
just giving me
too is actually
credit.
a great way to
Yeah, Boomerang would have helped, but it just that I gained something like 4 credits off that Crisium. I hope that everybody who watches this doesn't forget that about Zaya. It is a very cool thing to do with Zaya, because it counts as an access. Go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Back when I played, it's not going to show up here because it's black on black, but back when I played the Lord of the Rings trading card game, which I think it was an opening hand of 8, you would do 1, 2, 3, and then you do a smiley face. Or if you were mad, you'd make it a mad face. Cards as you were dealing your first. Okay.
Okay.
I will keep.
I'll keep. Good luck, have fun.
GLHF.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Draw your ding-dang cards, John.
Neither of us mulligan. We draw in. Okay. Click 1. Install. Click 2. Install. Click 3. Install. I will name event Rosemary.
Okay. Quick 1 cookbook.
Sure.
2 imp.
Yep.
Load this up with 3 counters on it.
Sure does. That's why it's good.
I'll run this server.
Sure. I will res a spin doctor.
Okay.
Draw 2. I'll let you figure out what you want to do with that.
Yeah, I'll use an imp counter. Might as
Sure.
well keep
Spin
the
doctor's
creds.
gone.
I'll run HQ.
Already used your imp.
Yeah. Please don't be tomorrow's headline. Please don't be tomorrow's headline.
It doesn't matter.
Well, it gives me a tag on my last click. That's annoying.
It is annoying.
Back to you.
At the end of your turn, I'll res a Rashida Jahim. Which I will...
Lucille, that's a great question. John...
How many cards are in this Mario deck? 44.
Okay.
So, a bunch of these. 3 cards into my hand. 1, 2, 3, and a mandatory draw. Cards in hand?
Gentleman's 3.
3, huh? Click 1. Let's predictive planogram to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3.
And gain your 3 credits.
Doesn't matter.
I see. So when you said it, okay, yeah, well, good game, everyone. We had a good time. That was end of the line for 4 meat damage when I had a gentleman's 3. Gentlemen prefer 5 cards.
There was a 1 in 5 chance that you were going to.
It was silly. I knew it was a possibility, and I went for it. I should not run last click against Asmari Kill. And well, here we are. Here we is.
So the interesting thing here is that the
let me just check the bus schedule real quick.
My hand was predictive Hollow Man Oppo research. Then when I pulled the Spin Doctor, it was Beal and tomorrow's headline.
Oh, if I'd gotten the Beal, I would have felt great.
Yeah, then you would have been just fine.
I mean, I would have been like Oppo'd, but could have come back from that.
Yeah, but shall we try this again?
Yeah, I guess so.
The 40 card list. The 40 card list probably would be on something like either Neurospike, Jupstat Grid, except that anybody who's read up for my Kennats deck, I will not play Jupstad Punitive Counter-Strike in Asmari again.
Now that's a deck that will not exist after rotation.
It won't. Look, I've been riding the coattails of Asmari Entech for a very long time.
Oh, we know. We know.
Dumb ways to die. Tomorrow's headline ways to die.
Just imagining that, like, I'm that guy who's not Kyle MacLachlan, and I open the door and there's tomorrow's headline waiting for me.
just do that.
Yeah.
That, actually. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh. It's someone with a unibrow who seems surprised to see you.
Buh?
Isn't Lady Rich?
Oh, yeah. I don't get to start with that many credits, do I?
Not this time.
Am I keeping this? Nope. Not keeping that.
Okay.
Hey!
Hey! How's it going? It's Sangrin.
Sangrin is always good to see.
AKA Jeff.
Hey, Zeeg.
I finally got around to watching your recap of the last year's meta. That's pretty fascinating.
That is such a great recap.
It's a resource that we will appreciate forever. I mean, that kind of thing.
It's great because also I know that in like 3 years I want to go and have a look at it. No, it'll be just as interesting then. All right.
So sorry. I'm so sorry. Because anti-glare is so slippery. It has no friction.
I know, right?
But,
also, this will learn me to be able to put like my black deck on a black playmat.
that really disappears, huh?
I should just run and get another playmat like right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep, of course. Good luck. Have fun.
All right, mandatory draw. Boop.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. What are we doing here? Click 1 will hedge fund. Click 2. Let's drop ice.
Okay.
And install.
Mhm.
And I will name event at the end of my turn.
So what's your handle on NRDB, or what's the name of that write-up for your Asmara?
My handle on NRDB is Fox Ex Machina, and the name of the deck is Luck to Burn.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do.
There's no spaces in Fox Ex Machina, I think. I don't entirely remember. Audrey.
I'm gonna play Audrey.
Yep.
Cost me 3. The thing about Audrey is Audrey can always trash 1 card from grip to gain strength, and I believe Audrey can do this basically any time, right?
Well, yes, when you have a window to do so.
Oh, when I have a what?
When you have a window to do so, which you almost always
Seems
do.
like now. Tell you
You're
what.
also not a magical girl.
I'm not a magical girl. That's right. 2. Let's run HQ. Let's just run HQ.
Sure, why not?
Fox has 1 card. I'm going to be flipping. I'll put this here to remember.
Yeah. I'll tag you.
Okay.
2
Okay.
tags for accessing the Behold.
I'll trash the Behold, of
I
course.
assume you would trash the Behold.
I get 2 tags. There's 1, 2. Oh boy. How about 3?
Uh-huh.
I draw. And 4, I'm going to remove 1 of these tags.
Okay.
At
But
the
you
end
will
of-
become a magical girl.
At the end of my turn, I become a magical girl who can survive anything. I've got 5 cards in hand.
Well, that's handy. That's handy. I will draw a card.
I wish you wouldn't.
All right.
Just today I was saying, gosh, they put a beautiful Behold full art into an upcoming GNK pack, and it's just going to encourage sickos.
We're going to install.
Okay, that sounds like a you thing to do.
We're going to Mindscape. We are not doing you the damage.
Oh,
I know.
come on.
It means that I am going to gain a net of 2 and draw 2 cards and add 1 of those to the top of R&D. That will be you. And I will oppo you. 3 tags for you.
Cool.
Event is still what I am calling,
Hmm.
and I will pass the turn to you.
I lose a credit and I draw a card. I'm still magical.
You are still a magical girl. We appreciate your magical girlness.
It's true, I did get an Audrey counter. As much as I was distracted by my looming death.
Yeah.
Thank you, though.
Hey, dignified staple, fuck off.
Um.
I like how it's helpfully saying remove the space.
Well, I'm gonna install a fermenter.
Sure.
I'm gonna use my own spin down dice. I think I'm gonna start using these. So Audrey has 1 counter on it. Fermenter has 1 counter on it. I'm not ready to go tag me, so I will take 2 credits and then remove one of these tags.
Great.
Back to you.
Mandatory draw.
Still have 5 cards in hand just in case that matters for any reason. Oh, and this, of course, is Mundane Girl.
Mundane girl. It's so sad.
Yeah. She was my girl Friday, and now she's my mundane girl.
That's fair.
I took her out for an ice cream Tuesday. That's where we just eat ice cream from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Click 1. I'm going to install. I'll res a spin doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Click 2, I will draw. Click 3, I will predictive planogram, gaining 3 credits and drawing 3 cards.
Okay.
I owe you a card.
Seems like a thing you do. Hello, SRN.
Hey, SRN. I'll put 1 card into archives for you right there. Turn is passed. That's all you.
This goes...
Clicks up to 2.
It's not the way I want it to be. I'm going to be my own spin down dice that go in the direction I think they should go.
You do that.
Thank you for your permission. Quick 1, I'm going to... It's tough. Quick 1, I'll run this server.
This server here.
Supernut, I don't know what day I was loved. I've thankfully been cured of that terrible disease.
Virtual service agent.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, this is one way in which the joke's on you.
You can't lose a credit.
I can't lose.
Well, you can gain a tag.
I can gain it. Unfortunately, I can't gain it. On my way in to that server,
Yeah.
I will use my last paid-ability window to trash a strike fund from hand, just to gain 2 credits.
Okay. I will
Oh, dang.
res an amaze amusement.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
What would you like to access?
I'd love to access that face-down card, please.
Sure, it's a Beal.
Okay,
You can
I take
steal it.
2 tags.
Take
I will
2
steal
tags.
that. Is it a cost or is it just when it's...
It's whenever a run on the server ends, if the runner stole any agendas during that run, give the runner 2 tags. And it has the persistent keyword.
I love that. I love the persistent keyword. I think it's very fun. It's going to be persistent anyway because I'm not
I assume that
gonna
you're
crash
not. You will access amaze amusements, but I assume you're not going to do
be
anything
crashing
about it.
No.
Yep.
No. 2 I'm going to draw.
Sure.
3, I'm going to play the price. We all got to pay the price, or
Okay.
play the price. To
You're going
track.
to become a magical girl at the end of this.
I will
turn.
be becoming a magical girl.
Yeah.
I'm trashing an imp, a Keiko. Oh, that's a few
Go on a
interesting
buffer
cards.
drive. That's actually okay. So buffer drive,
Buffer drive is like part of the engine of the whole deck,
right?
but I'm just trying to live.
Right.
Also,
Lago,
Lago is also part of the engine of the whole deck.
yeah. Keiko,
Keiko is money, and imp is also probably how I stay alive. If I get in and start trashing ends of the lines.
yeah.
But right now I'm already medium vulnerable to a one good
You are
purge.
sitting on 5 tags.
Oh, this is tough. I'm going to go for the Lago.
Okay.
It feels... No, I've only got the one buffer drive. I think I have multiple Lagos. I'm going to go for buffer drive just to have it, and we'll see if I live long enough to make this matter.
Sure.
The important thing is I did not trash any strike funds or steel skins, which was kind of what I was hoping for, but I'm shuffling these in. I'm so sorry. It was a Logo, it was an Imp, it was a Keiko.
It's okay, you can cheat.
Thank you.
You're allowed.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
I assume, though, that's what we have to look forward to from you.
What?
How many clicks do you have left?
I think I have one more click.
Yep.
So I'll take credit. And...
You'll gain 2.
No, I'll draw a card instead. I'm magical, and I've got 3 credits, and 5 of these ding-dang cards in hand.
That is true. I will mandatory draw.
Oh my god, Seal, you're right. Thankfully, I didn't go for Logo. That is also another good reason I didn't go for Logo. Because Logo would not have lasted, but it would have cost him 2 credits and a click. And maybe that's fine, actually.
There's wisdom in them our hills. We'll install 1. We'll install 2. And we'll oppo you.
Now it's 7. I'm now at 7? Okay.
And I'll pass the turn. Event is still what's called. That fermenter is getting nice, mighty big.
Yes, I am magical. Is this good for me?
I love that you're magical.
Thank you.
One of these days, we'll actually animate a proper transformation sequence where you will silhouette and then spin around, and then, like your outfit will just appear on you. We'll have to get you a lovely kilt.
Yeah, sure. And I'll spin real fast, and of course I'm wearing the traditional undergarments.
Just puke all over your magical
Absolutely, yes. We're also going to have producer seems...
I am getting a look.
Producer's giving a... okay.
I get it. We're both amused. We can both enjoy it.
Everyone's happy with this. Okay.
I am only sitting on 3 credits, though. That is,
Yeah, I'm going to run R&D. Quick one.
Sure.
Let's see
R&D,
what
here we
happens.
go. Access. Running R&D. Boop.
Keep it. Interesting to know, though.
Here, I'm just going to make sure that people who were interested could see it. I will flinch from that.
I will take 2 credits. I'm at 4, and then I will install a simul chip for 1.
Sure.
Back to you.
Rashida
Nice.
will come to play. Which draws me 1, 2, 3, and 1. Okay.
Hey, Tron.
Oh, Tron. Oh. An alarmingly tall building? Yes, please. That's what I came to see.
We're also going to have to animate an end of the line, I think.
Yes.
Just a train running over a still image of whoever you've invited on that week. We could do that. I think we could do that.
I would hope that we could. Okay. We're gonna hedge fund. We're going to install. And we're going to Are you still a magical girl? Did you access something last turn?
Didn't I run R&D?
Yeah, you did run R&D. Yeah. And then you just let it go.
I just let it go.
Just let it go. And then I will install here.
Wow. Looks like I won't be a magical girl for long.
And then I'll pass the turn to you. Sitting on my 10 credits.
I lose a credit. I draw a card.
Yep.
10 credits. It's a heap and spoonful of credits.
It's a few. I enjoy having those. And then the line is a Nerf gun. I mean, pew. See, now I'm almost within reach of several Nerf guns, and
Oh,
I
no.
could absolutely.
I think what's more important is that the producer is in reach of all the Nerf guns. No, they're...
You don't want to reenact a moment where where you're like, killing me won't bring her back, and I'll be like, ain't that a shame?
I don't deserve this.
I never asked for this.
Asking for this has nothing to do with it.
Considering we both work. Oh.
Don't dox yourself. Oh my god.
Are you kidding me? You and I both exist with our real names online.
Yeah, it's an issue. Sorry. Quick one. I'll install Logo. I know
Sure.
that it is a thing you can trash, but I'm kind of okay with you spending time on it. And I'm gonna take 3 credits. I'm just gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 3 credits. I'm just gonna dare you to do something to
Sure.
me.
So
Because I'm kind of happy with my hand.
So it's my turn?
Yeah.
It's a mandatory draw.
Mm-hmm. Specifically, what are you doing?
I'm purging.
Okay. Boop. This says one token on it.
Well, it is now. At the start of your turn.
I was not a magical girl, of course. So I will draw 1 card. The hard way. And still event, I guess.
Yeah. It's remains event.
Because I could do...
Oh, you played the price at one point, and I totally whiffed. Oh well.
I thought you did get
I
it
did
from
not.
me. Well,
My bag. It's
I don't know. I'm scared. What would you do? I'm on 7 tags.
Sure.
It feels like a fool's...
So 7 tags at this point. You could just go tag me and try to win.
Mm-hmm.
That's an option that you have. Obviously, right. This is not all that scary, right? There's almost no reason to come in here and trash this if you are going to tag me, because you're going to get a tag just from running in here anyway. Not sure what these are.
Not sure what the... I mean,
The Doctor is just going to throw himself off a cliff the instant you run at him. So that
exactly. I know what
to
some of
prevent
those
your
are.
augury.
Let's see. Tell you what, I'll install an imp.
Sure.
It's only got the Gentleman's 2 tokens on it.
That's still 2. It's still significant.
Click 2. I'm going to run HQ.
Running HQ. You have 1 credit?
Just the 1 credit.
Okay, well, you can have no credit. And another tag.
And another tag. That's just one of those cards.
It's a Project Beal.
That's a Project Beal. Okay. That's interesting. Quick 3, I'm going to run HQ again. I lose a credit. I gain a tag.
Okay. Just found out that something that I want is now available in Laval. I could drive out there and get it, but like, maybe I do that tomorrow morning
Something in Laval.
before work.
What could be in Laval?
I
that
need a
you want?
graphics card, and graphics cards.
Oh,
are
I
hard to find.
see. Okay. Okay, come on.
It's an artificial crypto crash, which you'll
Steal.
steal for 2. See?
Uh,
Sometimes. You'll get another tag though
Yeah, from the crypto crash?
from the virtual service agent.
Oh, I thought I gained the other one.
Oh, you did. Maybe you did. Yeah, I think you did. So you're at 9 tags. Sorry.
Interesting.
Right. You started the term with 7. Now you.
Would you have had 3 agendas in there? Probably, because virtual service agent is not a defense right now. But 2 is already unlikely enough.
Sorry, Patrick has 9 tags. That's my mistake. Gosh, I'm gonna Opera research you so hard.
Sure you are. I'm gonna run HQ again. I lose a credit.
Sure.
Let's see what you got.
Get a tag.
I'll trash it.
Trashing my ping. That's a counter laundry. Yep. I was gonna say. It's a good trash.
Back to you.
All right. Mandatory draw.
Mm-hmm.
Click 1. I'm gonna draw.
Sometimes it just works.
Click 2. I'm gonna draw.
Okay.
And click 3. I'm gonna install here. Pass the turn.
Still preventing my Lago from triggering.
Event.
I think you're trying to tell me that there's nothing in HQ that R&D is what you want to defend, but you did just draw a couple of
I
cards.
drew a bunch of cards. I have 4 cards in hand.
I should have been a magical girl. I forgot. Maybe I should just gain 2 and. No, it's still. I've
No,
got
no,
to.
no. You
it's the only way I
did
can
it.
work.
You should be a magical girl.
Alright,
You
well,
should gain 2 and then lose 1 and then draw a card.
Quick
You
one.
need a magical girl.
Let's run HQ.
Okay, get a tag.
It's also a tag. I'll trash it. It doesn't really matter, but I feel like a purge is coming. Might as well thin out HQ.
Oh, no, it's gone already. I don't know how. Maybe they're still open. Are they still open?
Oh, it's a store?
Yeah, it is still open. So yeah, somebody found out and just immediately, It'll be May until I can get one of these. All right.
Let's you run HQ again. I have
Running
cleared
HQ
out HQ
again.
of anything I know.
Okay, well now you can't at least imp anything.
That's true.
It's a ping.
Keep it. 3. I'm going to. Let's run archives.
Running archives.
That didn't deserve a technical difficulties.
Just gonna take a look at this for a second.
Yeah, take a look. It's in a book.
It's not nothing. I will res an Unsmiling Tsarevna. I'm not gonna let you gain money.
Audrey should be at 2.
Or should I? Oh, so then that's gonna
Sorry,
change the calculus.
But we can leave it
put
at 1 because he
put it
said
at 2.
I did gain information though.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. I'll let you gain 2, but I am still gonna res this. So
All right, so I gain 2 credits.
Yeah,
Which means I can only break 1 of the subroutines at most.
1. I assume you're just gonna take a tag because you are now full tag me.
Yeah, and the other one is the corp can draw 2 cards.
I draw 2 cards,
Oh, do
and
2 net
you do 2 net damage.
Yeah, I will boost strength by pitching moshing.
Okay.
Break the net damage.
Okay, I will draw 2. I assume. It will not
Yes, drop 2.
fire. Okay.
And I'll
the
gain a
doctor is gonna
tag. That makes sense.
go away.
It's a face down card.
Face down card, and it will be a predictive planogram. Or no, mindscaping.
Okay, that makes a heck of a lot of sense.
Yep. Mindscaping would not be a bad choice right now.
No, I'm about to get my mind scaped. You hate to see
I mean,
it.
I figure that you have at least 3 steel skins in your hand right now.
Yeah, there's a reason I'm not too worried.
Jello Shots is saying that you can buffer the moshing if you want.
I can buffer them. Oh, I can buffer the moshing. That's true. Thank you. It's really not going to matter. I'm obviously not mulching through this step right now.
All of these are cards you've seen. You can
Yeah,
take a look at it whenever you want.
Look.
But
Last click, I'll run HQ. Lose one of
Sure.
these. And I'll just take a poke at one of these cards over here. You've drawn 2 new cards.
he wins it, folks.
That's how you do it, folks.
He goes full tag me and
That's
he
how-
steals a tomorrow's headline.
That's how you go full tag me. No strategy, just luck.
Nothing.
Just-
I got nothing.
Plucking agendas out of HQ.
My next card is End of the Line. Hollow Man, Pitch Fund, Off-World. There's the Mindscape.
There's a mindscaping would have been pretty bad. Yeah, I was not full of steel skins. I was playing like I was. Because I knew you would think that I was. I did have 1.
I mean, I was going to value town,
Yeah, I
Nuke you
figured a
anyway.
value was coming, and I'm like, I'm okay with that. I'm
Yeah.
okay with you knock out a...
but I
Steel
just
skin and a
did not
strike
have
fund.
anything, and I could not keep you out. This is an Unsmiling and a virtual service agent. Like,
Yeah. Once you go tag me, you either win with your tag punishment or...
or I'm in a lot
Or-
of trouble.
yeah,
I
I-
also had quite a few agendas.
I mean, I was holding on
pop
to
up for me.
twinning, and obviously I couldn't install twinning because I couldn't guarantee it would last. Thank you. 14 tags. And I don't think I have any other ways of like really hitting you. So once I'm going tag me, it's just, well, I hope the stuff that I have out there is good enough.
Yeah.
And you didn't trash Lago, but it also didn't draw me any cards in the end.
I never needed to.
Well, I never needed to draw from it.
No, you didn't. You really didn't.
There we go. 2 weird games.
That was... Yeah, I think this game was an interesting game.
It was interesting.
I think that you were correct in that eventually, at this point, I had buried you under enough tags. The Purge, I felt like, was my committing to, like, hoping that you never dug yourself out of that hole.
The Purge guaranteed I was never not going to go tag. Like, if I'd gotten one more counter on that Fermenter, I would have used it and then started chipping away.
Yeah.
But because I couldn't, I'm like, well, I might as well just start running. And the service agents are not going to stop me. Which I wasn't really thinking about at first, but, you know, once I realized I was tag me, it's one of the cheapest dice that for me to quote-unquote break in the game.
I mean, you're going to take a tag, you're going to get $1. Mindscaping, I'd used one already to try to set myself up.
Indeed.
Because I was a little bit flooded. Do you want to corp one more time?
Yeah, I'll corp one more time.
One more time. Yeah.
Have you seen any good movies lately?
I've seen movies that I didn't like.
Okay. So you've also seen The Gorge.
I've seen good movies recently.
Actually, I did say The Gorge was like a 7 on 10. Entertaining, very dumb, absolute fridge logic of a movie, but like kind of entertaining.
It's fair. I have recently, I guess, first of all, today, GMTK, Game Maker's Toolkit.
I haven't caught up.
Released a tribute to Monolith.
Oh.
Wow,
they put that together pretty fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? That was good to see.
Can we bring up the 18 cost Shaper console?
No.
Never mind, I'm kidding. It's not prepped.
That was a rough thing to see.
It was, but I think we can all give some thanks that the Nemesis system from Shadow of War is trademarked, is like patented for another 12 years. So nothing good is allowed to exist in this world.
That they'll just be like, well, with Monolith closing, they might as well sell that patent off, or whatever. That's disappointing. The Nemesis system, use the away team. I mean, maybe, Brennan. That's not a bad idea.
We can do whatever we want. We can house rule this.
Drop a chess clock right here. I so want to try that. I am
very sad about Monolith though. All joking aside, they made some games I really love, and I'm sad about. There's been other closures too. Like it's just
W
it was
Games,
just a bad.
San Diego, I think it was, and I mean, look, there's so many, and as somebody who works in the games industry, it's not fun to see.
All right. I can live with this.
Same.
Good luck, have fun.
GLHF?
GLHF. Credit, back to you.
Jeez, you're no fun.
I'm not. Famously. I'm among the least fun people there are.
All right. That's fair. I will grant you that.
Respect me in my lack of funness.
I'll gamble.
Oh, John. You're surrounded by people who tolerate you. You don't have to be like this.
I'll bravado into R&D.
Bravado into R&D. Let me just give this a quick look. This is your second click?
Second click.
I'll res a drafter.
Sure.
So
let it fire.
I can't pull anything back from archives.
It's a good time to res a drafter.
You can install something here.
Yep.
And you get to access a card.
I will love to see it. I will trash that.
Fair.
Corporate hospitality, I will gain 7.
Sorry.
I am electing not
What?
to to Zaya.
Oh dear God.
Play Docklands Pass.
Okay.
And actually, should I have a card now that I can just run on?
I've got 3 cards in hand.
Well, there's this, but
And then there's that.
I'm pretty sure that's probably something nasty like a gatekeeper would be my guess. No, I am gonna gain the credit. So Zaya, if that's okay with you.
Sure.
Last click. That's Rashida. I'm gonna be super disappointed in myself. I will run the remote.
Last click to run in the remote?
Yep.
Last chance to turn back?
I will run the remote.
It's an agenda.
Fuck.
I'll take 3 credits.
I will steal a Hyperloop extension.
Boop, boop. And I'll
1.
draw 2 cards.
Yep.
Thank you.
That's not what I wanted. Oh well. Tell you.
It is, isn't it? Mandatory draw.
Yep.
Install credit. Back to you.
Sure. First click, I'm gonna draw.
I'd love it if you would.
Second click, I'll draw.
Hmm.
Third click, I'll draw. Fourth click. I'm gonna go and see what's in HQ.
No res.
Okay. It's gonna be 2 credits from Zaya. That's not a real die. That's not a real number. That's also not a real number. There we go. Spin Doctor, I will trash. And then
I got 3 cards in here. It's got to be a number.
and I'll trash your other Spin Doctor.
That's fine.
I will gain 2. And I'll pass the turn to you.
Mandatory draw.
Yep.
Advance.
Yep.
Boop, boop, boop. Score one of these.
A Hyperloop extension.
I'll take my 3 credits,
Yep.
and then I will. I could draw 2 cards and back up to 5.
Good.
I'll take 2 credits.
Sure.
Back to you.
All right. Click 1. Let's gamble. Get myself back up to a nice, healthy amount of credits here.
Yeah.
Click 2.
Go on. Come on.
How many cards in hand?
Just 3.
Just the 3.
You've seen them all.
Have I?
You've seen none of them.
I've seen none of them.
Nope.
Click 2, I'll boomerang.
Mm.
Click 3, I will run HQ.
That is annoying.
Which NVN exec gets a second date? Oh, Jenkins?
Jenkins feels like the easy choice.
It's a pretty easy choice.
Gosh, I don't know. I mean, like some of the characters I'm thinking of, like Lily Lockwell, are characters, not executives.
I actually have. Is Lily in our living room at the moment? I have the art because of the Android
really?
book. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna say that I'm not gonna res that card.
Okay. I'll see 2. 1. I'll trash the corporate hospitality. 2. I'll trash the Spin Doctor.
Mhm.
I'll gain 2 from Zaya. Last click, I will play an Earthrise Hotel.
Okay.
And pass the turn to you.
Mandatory draw.
That's it for your... Oh, these are credits. These are not power counters. 6 for there. There we are.
Quick 1 draw.
It's Andre!
Hey!
Andre of the Metropole Grid.
Install card here.
Tiny little Netrunner channel. You...
Gonna trash this ice.
Okay. Orphaning my boomerang.
Take that back. How's your Wednesday going, Andre? That sounded kind of taunting. I didn't really mean it to be.
Because you're Wednesday.
It's just the way the air leaves my body. Whatever wheeze my body makes. Sounds sarcastic and
That's a
mean.
2 draw for the Earthrise Hotel. Click 1. I'm gonna engage in energy drinkage. 2, 3. Click 2. I will shudder internally.
Shudder internally.
Yep.
The latest from our streaming service. Delivering you spooks
Click 2. I'm gonna draw.
right to your guts.
Click 3. You have the 1 card in hand.
It's a fun typo. I've just got the 1 card in
1
hand.
card in hand.
Yeah, it's not even worth running. You're going to
Okay,
waste
that's a
your
piece of
docklands.
ice, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Click 3. Let's do the time warp again.
At this time of night?
Let's install a shibboleth.
You know what happened last time with that shibboleth?
Yeah, it won me the game.
It was very effective.
It
And
was-
you don't
it
want
was-
that to happen
It was
again.
great. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it. And last click, the 1 card in hand. I'll career fair out at twinning.
Ugh.
Here you go.
Mentory draw. Oh my god, and I forgot Rashida.
Yep, sure. Go ahead.
Popper 2, 3. Gain 3 credits. Thank you, Rashida. Install hedge fund. Back to you.
Gross.
That's what my mama calls me
Earthrise Hotel is gonna draw me 2 cards.
because there's 144 of me.
Okay.
Okay. There's some numbers people out there are going to love that joke. Well, they tend not to
I'm-
have sense of humor, so maybe not.
I'm one of them. Let's bravado into HQ, please.
Okay. I'm not going to res.
Okay. It's gonna be 7 credits for me at the end of this. Let's take a look at 2 cards. 1. That's a Mega Pre-Qualifier steal.
I will be taking 2 cards from that.
Okay. And I'll see the other one, which is a Maverus.
Purge.
Purge. I will trash the Maverus.
Okay.
I will gain 2 and my bravado credits because Okay. Let's click 1.
What a click, folks.
It was a pretty good click. Click 2. I'm gonna inside job into the remote.
No res?
I didn't think you would. I'll access the top card first. It's a
Hollow Man.
which I will trash. And Project Vitruvius, which I will steal.
I'll draw 2 cards.
Yep. We are now up to threat 5.
We're at threat 4.
4, sorry. What am
Good
I
try.
saying?
I-
4 is the important one anyway.
You fool. I've successfully deactivated your shibboleth.
I know. I'll diesel. Click 3. And I will mutual favor.
Okay. For what?
It's a very good question. Be a Carmen for 2.
For 3?
3, yes, because
Let's say 3 this time.
yeah, it's 3. What am I saying?
All right.
And I'll pass the turn.
Mentory draw.
Yep. You now have plenty of credits.
Install.
Yep.
Install. Zaya can get her money elsewhere.
Buy goof. All right.
Goof by goof.
Step by step, day by day, we're gonna use our last Earthrise Hotel draws. Thanks to a real one, Earthrise Hotel. Okay. Really was hoping for a different draw there.
Do you want to see if I care?
No.
Okay.
I really
Just
don't.
checking. I just thought we should check. Do a quick, like, check in. Yeah, stroke your cards.
I mean, at this point, that's all I have left. It's the stroke.
Producer, are you getting this?
We'll chess.
Okay.
We will run R&D.
What click is
It's
this?
gonna second click.
Okay.
So it's gonna cost that. I'll see two. Oh, sorry. First, I will see 2 cards.
You will see 2 cards.
Yes.
Card number 1.
It's yours.
Card number 2.
It's yours.
That's what I thought.
We'll gain a credit and
Mhm.
we'll drop a daily casts. And we'll pass the turn to you.
Mandatory draw. Quick 1 draw. Oh, I see. Quick 2 draw. Very interesting.
Shibboleth.
I'll draw again. That's my whole turn.
Sounds good. Daily cast will give me some money.
A gentleman's run.
All right. Clicks have like. There we go. Clicks 1 and 2. Let's gain money. Click 3. Let's biobands our way into R&D.
Okay.
It's going to cost me that power counter, which I will spend right away. My run is successful to start, so I will draw 2. I will put 4 on the event.
Darn, that's what I was hoping you wouldn't do.
Okay.
Card number 1.
Yep. That stays.
Card number 2.
I'll steal. It's a Hyperloop extension.
I'll take 3 credits first of all.
Yep.
Then I'll draw 2 cards.
The biobands will go away. I will gain 2 from Zaya. Zaya. I kind of wish that I was able to install this before, but I forgot that it was at the end of the thing. But I will install Hermes and pass the turn to you.
Okay. Mandatory draw.
I couldn't install it with biobands because I didn't have any credits.
Let's see. I think quick one. I'm going to install something on R&D.
Sure. Something that you'll almost certainly be able to res. You have a lot of credits.
I refuse to understand what you're talking about.
It's fine. Willful ignorance is a choice.
2, because you always do the second click. I'm going to sprint.
Yep.
Draw 3 cards. Shuffle some back in. Shuffle 2. No. Shuffle these 2 back in.
Sure. Bah!
Oh!
God, I have 0 credits to your 19. 18.
There you go. Does it feel better now?
Well, it doesn't feel great.
Yeah, back to you.
I'll admit. Daily casts. Comes out here. All right. Click 1, I'm going to draw. Click 2, I'm going to draw. Click 3. I'm going to check my map. I'm not going to Brassard. Click 3. Why am I saying these things?
More graphics cards available, I guess. Some of us here are professionals. At least 2 of the 3 people in this room are.
Well, you don't have to call me out that hard.
What?
Click 3, I'm going to play a...
Oh, okay.
I'll play Awakened Plant.
I'll happily do a damage to you. It's just a meat damage. You can recover.
It's a Hermes.
One of the best choices for you to have had removed.
And click 4. I'll career fair out a class act. And I'll pass the turn.
Okay. And draw your cards. I'll mandatory draw.
I'm playing Steve Cambridge, right?
I'm going to install.
Yep.
Advance.
That's
Score that.
you can flip over your drafter,
I will
guess,
not.
if you want.
I'll take 2 credits and you can Hermes if you want. Leave a
I'll
bifurcation.
bounce that.
That's the card I wanted you to bounce.
Good. I'm glad.
And the card I will toss will be this one. The card I toss may be your own.
Gain 2 from the daily casts. Click 1. That's Chesve. Click 2. I will run in here.
You basically have...
I'm going to see 2 cards.
Okay. Card number 1.
It stays.
Card number 2.
It stays. I'll gain 2 from...
Zai.
Zai.
It's funny because earlier today we were eating pizza. Yeah.
It's true. We were. It was fun. Okay.
It's triangles you can eat.
I will... That was 2 clicks. I'll draw a card.
Okay.
So class act.
Is it exactly what you were hoping for?
Nah, fuck no.
Okay.
I'll gain a credit,
Mm-hmm.
and I owe you cards. I'll ditch a Docklands Pass. Doesn't really do me a whole lot, and I don't. And a class act.
Okay. My turn.
Actually, no, it will be the 20. I don't think I'm going to need a 20.
Okay. Let's see what you saw.
Yep.
And try draw. Okay, I like it.
Greasing the palm. Oh, if he's got big deal, I'm going to be big sad.
Stop paying 1.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, you're just going to keep going ham?
Just gonna make it gross to get into R&D, I think, is the plan.
Getting to anywhere?
Pay 2?
Yep. You're so rich.
Yes. I know. And 3, you know what? I'm just gonna take credit. Back to you.
He doesn't even need the credits, and he's going to take them anyway.
That's how I do.
That's fair. Daily casts will trigger for the last time. I quit smoking. Chesve is returned to me. All right. One. And a pinhole thread. Running on archives, I am going to spend to boost
just in case, to make sure you get one of those tokens. So
Yep.
You're bypassing archives. What do you want to see first?
I will see the card on the bottom.
Bass Kiribugga.
Oof.
But why does he wear the hat?
Oof. I'm not a fan.
Oops, sorry. Now it costs a gentleman's 4 to trash.
Yeah.
John, it's very cheap for you to trash this.
You and I have a different definition of what trash and cost are. Maybe not trash. Maybe just cost. This is a run on a central server, though.
Exactly.
So I will do that.
How much are you spending from a central server?
I have to do 1, 2, and then 1, 2, because I already spent this on.
You spent 2 on
I have
First
to. I have to. I can't break a code.
Oh my goodness, they're all cost 2.
Cost 2.
All right, well, thank you for your service, Bass.
Yep. So not thrilled, but
I'm pretty happy about it. I'm okay with it. Yeah, honestly, it's great. Like
sure.
I'm feeling good.
I will draw.
Good.
Draw.
Okay.
And I'll gain a credit. I owe you a card. 3, 4, 5, 6. There's not a whole lot left in there. We'll ditch a class act.
Okay.
Pass.
My turn?
Yep.
Metroid draw. Quick one draw. Install?
Yep.
Install paying 2.
Oh, spicy. All right.
Just the way we like it.
Chesways will cells back in order. Cards in hand.
4.
4 cards in hand.
Every single one of them stealable.
Well, you know.
As physical objects.
At this point, I wouldn't necessarily put that past you. We will cry just a little bit.
Oh, no. No, don't. Come on.
Just a tad.
No. Hey.
Just a wee
Hey.
bit.
Thank you.
Click 1. I'm going to buy events. Running archives.
Okay, there are 2 face downs. Are they any 3-pointers? No. Crisium and a drafter.
Hold on.
You do buy events. You do buy events, yeah.
I will draw 2 cards. I will install a card, paying 1 less. How many cards do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No.
And the answer is yes, Andre.
Yes, we have. Well, it's actually only going to cost me the 2 to do that, I think. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay, so there goes the buy events.
Okay.
And that's another one on the 20. All right. That was.
Buy events plus Kesva is such a fun way to use those credits.
I mean, it's
a fun interaction.
It's not bad. 2, 3. And we'll daily casts. Pass the turn to you.
Metroid draw. I'm going to res Tranquility.
Sure.
Quick one, I'm going to install something here. I'll take 2 credits for that.
Yep. Yeah, the thing is, I was a big fan of ones, 2s, 3s, and 5s. The instant that I started hearing that my opponents were like, I don't like that as much, I have to stop.
3 all hedge.
Yep.
I drew and then I hedged.
Yeah.
Back to you. 3 cards in this server.
Chesway goes like this. My daily cast will tick to give me 2 credits. Here, let's just put my Chesway over here. My Breaker Suite.
Perfect.
Paladin Playboy hasn't shown up yet.
Oh no! Oh,
Yeah,
too bad.
it's-
That's too bad.
It's a real goddamn shame, is what it is.
Just the one guy? Just the one little guy in there, or two? I think there's two, right?
There's I don't actually remember, to be honest.
Hey, I haven't seen any agendas except the ones we see on the table right now. So
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I can see how
the
that
game's
would be
only
frustrating.
about to get started.
Click 1, I'm
As far as
gonna
I'm
gain a
concerned.
credit.
Ooh.
Click 2, I'm going to Bravado into HQ.
Bravado HQ. This is interesting for me. So I'm gonna res a gatekeeper.
Okay.
6 strength.
I'm gonna decide what I want to do here.
Yeah.
Because my shibboleth is
It's sucky.
ill-equipped.
It costs you 6.
I can't actually
7,
do it.
8.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't even do it.
I can't even do it, so I'll let it fire.
I'll draw 3 cards.
Nope. But I will get 6 credits.
Okay.
Third click.
Hang on, I have to decide if I'm going to throw anything back in. No. Actually, I won't throw anything back in. I don't know what I was saying.
Third click, I'll draw.
Spin downs are nice. I keep wanting to like press on the plus to make it go up, but that's not the way they work.
Fourth click, let's install a paladin. Why not?
Oh,
And I'll pass
she's
this right
here. All right. I'm gonna give this. I think.
I could have boosted to get another token on the 20, I guess, but I didn't think of it.
Can't you boost on my turn? Isn't that one of the bullshit things about Chesva?
It's
Oh no, it's only
during runs
Chesva's
on
only during
central
runs.
servers.
Yeah,
had
I
to
was,
do it while I was
thinking of
doing it.
Mantle.
Yeah, but I didn't think of it, so we'll
Okay.
leave it.
Yeah, let me see what you got there.
Is it time to get that Hollow Man Iqua out?
It isn't, sadly. But I will. What will I do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grease the palm.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll gain 2.
Yep.
I'm going to.
Grease that palm up.
I'm greasing it up
It's such a wonderful image.
to install a card, trashing that.
Yep.
It will get me 2 credits, because you know what? I think I need the 2 credits.
Sure.
And then I'm going to think. I think
As is your
I'm
right and privilege.
going to res the Hollow Man
Yep.
for 2. I'm going to spend 4 to put 2 advancement tokens on this.
Mm-hmm. And then one more.
And then 1 more. Running out of.
So one more from that, I think.
I didn't spend anything, so now I am going to spend 4.
Yep.
There we go. To put 2 counters on this.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1 more to score
The Project
Vitruvius, which will get me 2 credits. And I have 5 cards in hand.
Okay.
2 points. Now I'm at 4 points. Back to you.
So gain 2 for my daily cast.
Mhm.
1 goes on Paladin. Right. Pay 2.
Mhm.
I'll put a boomerang
No.
here.
Mm.
I will run HQ.
All right.
Actually, it's just gonna. I'll do it that way.
It's finally doable.
Yep. So Gatekeeper, it'll cost me 2.
Mhm.
So that's a token here.
Okay, I'm going to res an ablative.
Sure. I'll let you fire it.
Yeah,
Or
so.
fire its ability because of that.
Yeah, just be clear. So threat 3. I can install 1 non-agenda card from archives. I've got some great choices here.
It is going to cost me 1 to break, and I am going to put a power counter on my...
I'm going to install a Spin Doctor.
Sure.
There. That will...
Draw you or gain you?
It'll gain me. To spend a bunch of money.
Sure.
And also that draws me.
Okay. Cool. So it's a successful run. Game is here. My boomerang I'm going to put right here. Now I just have to decide if I want to see more cards. How many cards do you have in hand?
7.
Yeah, let's see 4.
Oh boy.
And I'll Zayed up afterwards. It's a Gatekeeper. That's an Echo project, which I will pay to steal and end the game.
And that's the game. Yeah. Oh, I was thinking it's probably dumb of me to install Spin Doctor because that might draw me the card that loses the game.
Yeah.
And then I drew the card that loses me the game.
Echo project for
It was just
3
too,
points.
It was just too tempting to get a Spin Doctor back, but I don't really know why. Like I should have just installed any number of other things from hand or something like that.
Did you have anything else in hand?
There was a Mega Pre, but next turn I was just going to install that here and
Yeah.
make it too difficult for you to get in.
Yeah. I mean, I have an inside job, but Magnet wouldn't really be the problem there. Brand and Drafter are a little more of an issue.
I mean,
I was
if you
gonna-
inside
I was
job
gonna
first
try to win
quick,
here.
then that's
What was on R&D?
so a point, and then that a bit
And
deeper.
then
You would have gotten
Morikawa.
to that, yeah.
Yeah. So eventually, I was going to find something if you weren't able to score out. But that Mega Pre and the Mega Pre that you were going to do there would have done just fine for you.
What is Ikawa Project? When I think about it in my mind, it's Project Ikawa, but when I read it, it's obviously Ikawa Project.
Isn't that weird? That feels like a mistake.
It kind of does, doesn't it? And yet, this came out in the set where they weren't making as many mistakes, so I had to assume that
Maybe
it
they
wasn't
realized the same thing that the producer's realizing now, that just having too many cards named Project Bleh. That was closer.
It was closer. I actually thought I had that, and then I very foolishly drew extra cards when I should not have. That felt like a mistake that I will learn from. And then first, it was a mistake I knew I was making. I was like, what are the chances? And then I did it. The chances were actually decently high that I drew into the card that lost me the game. But good game all the same. Well
Yes,
played.
good game. What else is in here? This deck has like a certain amount of steam, and then it runs the fuck out of it. Daily Cast, Pinhole Threading, Sure Gamble, and the Class Act was all that was left. Now the Boomerang I could have started recurring.
The Boomerang you can recur, and frankly, like Zaya gives you an extra credit. Like I can see you running out of steam once I really ice up centrals.
Yeah.
But I hadn't even done that yet. Like the Gatekeeper into Ablative, that's easy for you. You're just farming counters on Karipura while getting a 2 credit bonus there.
Or more because of my twinning. Patrick Sklar. You ask for a miniature universe contained
A
within
perfectly
this case.
simulated universe up until the second at which we are now speaking.
You were going to open the case to destroy
To destroy that universe. Which would have had no consequences for me.
Producer, Patrick's record is 1-3. Do we hand him the case? Oh my God. The producer says no.
Producers nodding their head no. Go on. Say it.
It's still a pleasure to see you, and if you ever earn the right to come back into the backroom, we would love to have you. We maybe might make another deal.
It would be nice to come back.
Do you have any plugs?
Yeah, I do. Of course I do. I work for Null Signal Games, so buy Netrunner. That's the main one. I work for Eidos Montreal, so I guess buy Guardians of the Galaxy. That's the other one. And nothing else. Oh, also you can see me on Metropole Grid sometimes.
Are you going to be on Metropole Grid tomorrow?
No, it's usually the first Thursday of every month.
Ah.
So probably next week I'll be at Metropole Grid. I'll work at that with Andre.
Likely there will be a Metropole Grid tomorrow, I have to imagine.
I assume so, yes. It's a day ending in Y that is also a Thursday.
Starts with T.
It's a day starting with T. Thank you, producer. Producer's helping us out there.
Neil Static will be this Monday, which we always look forward to. I am really looking forward to seeing what's going to come out of the districts that are coming up. We'll have one here, obviously.
Yeah, we don't know the exact date, but I think Andre said early April probably.
Yeah. And then a mega city.
And then a mega city, which I can't remember if we have one here.
Yes.
Okay, cool. We do.
have a
Yeah, of
mega
course
city.
we do. I remember that we have one here.
It's
Obviously
okay.
we do.
You didn't you like absolutely slay the part of Patrick that understands NSG? You severanced yourself?
I did Severance myself. Oh my god. What is that? I've never seen that art before. It's not my favorite art from Elevation because I haven't seen any art from Elevation.
It's entirely badass.
We've got a few playmat worthy arts. I hope we can get them all on there. We've got returning favorite artists, and like I said, this was a new artist to NSG, I think. Just really fantastic playmat there.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
If you want to see more,
hang on. Do you have any plugs?
yeah, I was just about to.
Okay.
That's what I was leaning in.
You go right ahead.
If you want to see more of me, tune in on twitch.tv/RPG Clinic on Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern time. We are running a Werewolf the Apocalypse 5th edition campaign. We're on session like 63 now at this point. But honestly, it's fun to go in and see. Do RPG Clinic content for the past 9 years, getting close to.
Yeah.
So
You're getting good at it.
that's a thing. But until next time, thanks for tuning in. And thanks for coming to the Backroom.
Thank you for having me. And for feeding me. And for clothing me. And for decking me.
We good.